Hi guys, how's it going? So today in this episode I want to talk about gratitude and why gratitude is so important and how it can change your life. It can literally change your life. So I know that's kind of a trend lately is gratitude, whether you have a journal or have some sort of daily practice, but that's all within good reason because it literally is a game changer. So I started my gratitude practice about a year and a half ago, and I've gotten better at it now, and I think that's with quarantine. But I try to be as consistent with it as possible, and that's the trick, right? Consistency. You don't have to do it every single day, but you have to have some consistent practice to where you make an effort to do it as often as you can because it literally will shift your brain, shift your mind. So like I said, I started about a year and a half ago, and how I set it up. So I have a small book, and the first part, I write three things every day that I'm thankful for. So I try to do this every morning or at some point throughout my day, but usually my morning if I have time. Um, so I'll write three things that I'm thankful for, and it could be something huge or just the smallest detail imaginable. So whether I say my family one day or literally like a cup of coffee that I had at some cafe, just it could be anything really because it shows you to pay attention to not only the great things that you already have, but the small things. The second part is one great thing that happened to you within the last 24 hours. So this really highlights one action or something that really just put you into a great place because you had something great that happened to you. And then the last part is one random act of kindness, which I find this to be the most tough, but this is the most remarkable after the fact because it really takes you out of your comfort zone to make sure every day that you do something that is an act of kindness. And you could start small. So you could start by going out of your way to hold the door open for someone, or it really could be anything. And making sure that you get it in every day is it's fun because then you're always thinking, well, what can I do for someone else? And after you do this, start for a week, start for 2 weeks, and see how this could totally change your mind. So, like I said, with gratitude, when you focus on everything that you do have versus everything that you don't, you realize that you have everything you already need. And that's the truth. And how gratitude works, it's like the law of attraction, right? So it's vibrations. If you're vibrating at a level where you already have everything that you need. So you're at peace with who you are and where you are, and you don't need anything. You'll be rewarded with more too. And that's not the whole reason for doing this, but that's how the universe operates. So the universe isn't going to reward you with more if you need this, or you have to have this, or you're in lack of something. Right? Because you're not coming through with an energy of being grateful for what you already do have, right? So when you can truly move into that space and be present in having everything that you already need, because I guarantee you'll come up with so much more. Every day you'll reflect on things that you didn't even think were huge, and they ultimately were huge. And if you look back after weeks, months of doing this, you'll see everything that you already have. So like I said, this can completely change your life if you let it. And that's really the key to bringing joy into your life too, is gratitude. Because when you break it down and you realize how much that you have, everything that you have already that you don't need, you're complete. Right? You're set as you are. So I promise this practice will shift your life. It's something small that I cut out literally. I could do it in 3 minutes. every morning, and I promise you can cut out 3 minutes of your day. Try it, see how it works for you, and I promise you'll notice a shift if you stay consistent with it. So this is just one more way to bring a little bit more joy into your life. So I hope that this served you in some way, and I hope that you have an amazing day.